I never really considered myself like an insider in the Chinese community. Like even when I was going back and forth between China and the West, the government hasn't really changed things
Mm,
since 2021. I mean, it kind of put down like a layer of different bans. I mean, there was like any number of restrictions. Like, so for example, there was an ICO ban, there was a ban on using exchanges, all those other things. But it's at the point where since there hasn't been like new movement, and if anything, people who have left the government have started saying things like, oh, maybe this whole ban on crypto or and Bitcoin are really, really useless or bad
yeah,
things,
yeah.
right? Like we just ended up giving all this energy to the United States or to other countries because they're kind of looking at what Trump is doing and saying. So that's where you're starting to see that kind of community energy is still growing
Mm,
or constant, and the government hasn't really shifted. Because in Hong Kong, for example, they're trying to regulate a little bit more, but obviously you can buy like spot ETFs. There's also a lot of like over the counter shops where you can actually go, and I've had
yeah.
friends who trade large amounts in Lightning in Bitcoin and then get Hong Kong dollars back, right? So that all
Mm,
still exists. And I think you're seeing that because the government is kind of either neutral or, there are some former government officials that are criticizing the Chinese restrictions. And then the community has just been buying and using and trading and everything all along. And from the quantitative measures, from like, chain analysis has done some studies, it seems that volume is only going up and up from a quarterly basis.